Good morning. Another food trip and just a regular meal with one true love with my low carb vlog. So it's already almost
Hello.
12. Almost 12 na lang, no? Wala pa. Accurate
Almost.
tayo eh. So ano yung exact time na?
11:31.
11:30.
Oh,
No,
36.
11:36. Okay, 11:36. And yung last meal namin was actually yesterday nung video din tayo.
Afternoon, yesterday
Afternoon. So that was around 4 o'clock siguro. So it's already nearing 20 hours again of fasting. May mga times last night na we were hungry. Hindi talaga last night. Early morning. Kasi
Nagising
tulog
tayo.
tayo, no? We slept early after a whole day na walang tulog because of traveling. And today, we are set to have our routine for this month. And yung routine namin is actually to have brunch. So, brunch, sabay na ang breakfast at lunch. At ano nga yung sinabi mo before, kahapon, about breakfast? Kasi yung meeting natin, sanay daw sila mag-breakfast ng early. What did you tell them?
So, breakfast, ano talaga siya? It's not necessarily na morning siya. It's the time na i-break mo yung fast mo. So, it doesn't matter if morning, lunch, or afternoon, or actually in the evening. As long as it's the first meal, when you break your fast, that's your breakfast.
Okay, so that's our breakfast for today. Yan, narinig yun ang magkwento sila. Baka maghanap na yan, magdademand na yan na wag lang akong parating magkikwento. Pero yun lang muna ang ibibigay ni Love sa inyo, yung definition of breakfast. So breakfast, it's breaking a fast, and fasting for us in low carb and fasting community, usually it's the basis of this is on health na improvement. So, hindi talaga siya yung just because nag-fast ka lang na hindi ka kumain is already fasting. This is for the benefit of healing, and yung pinaka-definition nila ng fasting would be minimum of 12 hours para at least mabigyan ng time na yung kinain mo the previous day ay at least ma-burn down talaga. Hindi lang siya basta pumasok lang sa cells, because our cells will absorb the glucose in as fast as 2 hours after a meal. But it doesn't mean na nagagamit talaga siya as energy. So, we use them up as energy only after at least 12 hours of fasting. It's also different from spiritual fasting na usually ginagawa ng mga Pinoy and Christians and Catholics during Lenten season and all those. Muslims also is during Ramadan. So, yan. So now, na-tackle na natin kung ano yung definition of breakfast. We will now show you our breakfast. So usually 10 a.m. lang yung breakfast dito, and they were surprised na hindi pala kami kumakain ng that early. Kasi nga, as mentioned in Love, it doesn't need to be early. So yes, we still agree that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but we don't really agree that it should be eaten before 10 a.m. Tama?
Tama lang.
Okay, so again, yung ating kain ngayon, it's somewhat in the caution list. You can't really expect sa mga when eating outside. That's why when we are not preparing our food, we already consider that as our caution list. So these are not ideal on the safe list. If you are not familiar, you're very much welcome to look into JGC Rojo food list. Palitan ko kaya ng JGCR Tan food list yan. Next time, tingnan natin. So, that's the JGC Rojo food list kasi nangyari yan before pa natagpuan si One True Love. But generally, it's divided into safe, caution, and danger list. And for those who still need healing, huwag munang kumain ng nasa caution list na nakakainin namin today. But since we are generally on top of our health, wala naman tayong health issues na, no? After fasting and doing low carb and incorporating intermittent fasting for going 4 years now, we've reached this somewhat peak in our health na we can accommodate mga nasa caution list in times like this. Like, wala kami sa aming bahay and we are on vacation and in other places that we have no choice but to eat those na nasa restaurant. So, it's breakfast and it's silog time, and of course, breakfast, usually sa Pilipinas, may itlog. Tinanong nila ko what kind of egg. So usually, I'm okay with all eggs. So I don't know. So sabi ko na lang yung isa, scrambled, yung isa, sunny side up. Or kahit changes na kasi yan sa itlog, but it's going to be different na, the experience. And we have longganisa. So, longganisa is really one of my favorite food na kahit naka-high carb pa ako. And so, yes, this one, I think medyo matamis. But this one, hindi ko rin in-order. At ito lang talaga yung kanilang, yung kanilang breakfast ngayon. And since they know that we are not eating rice, they prepared vegetables instead. So, vegetables is a very easy go-to sa mga Pinoy. Kapag ayaw nyong mag-rice, you can replace it with any vegetables that you like. So, for the safe list, you can have egg and vegetables. They gave us, of course, coffee. So, we are going to have black coffee. And for our usual, magtuturo kami nito sa inyo and more about coffee next time. But usually, coffee with some water para hindi kailangan ganon kapait. But sila, very, very strong yan. When it comes to coffee, kaya niya yung black. And yun yung kakainin namin. We will talk more about coffee and other stuff, low carb, in our videos, in our next videos. I hope you will continue your journey na hindi lang sa pagpapanood ng mga videos natin. Kasi marami daw iba na nanonood lang, pero hindi talaga sumusunod. And it's up to you. We are not forcing anybody to do low carb and fasting, but just in case you have health issues, like maybe the ones na kamiting namin kahapon, they wanna be pregnant na because they've been married for quite some time to conceive. So, yun. And so far, marami yung nag-benefit. For us, hindi pa kami nag-iisip dyan. We are just going to enjoy our time and get to know more each other kahit matagal na kami makakilala, but on a different level this time. And we are going to share with you our journey, starting with our low carb meals. This is your low carb love team. Yan, one true love yan. And I'll see you in our next video. Remember to stay low carb so that we all stay safe. Bye bye.